Now there was an occasion when Adams landed 4 or 5 punches, and just Ayala came back with 1.
Ayala is making him punch more. He's actually moving in, coming up, and making Bones do most of the work. And then he's coming right back at the tail end of the combinations.
Two good friends, known each other a long time, high degree of respect leading into the fight. At the end of the pre-fight news conference, they embraced each other in front of media, made a point of saying, we don't need any of the nonsense antagonism to boost this fight. We like each other. We'll still like each other after the fight. They are fighting like trained professionals right now.
Ayala is used to these type fights. Now, I'm not used to seeing Bones Adams in these type fights where his volume of punches has to be as high as it is. And as a result, he's fighting a guy with a good chin. He don't knock him out. I think this pace is going to take his effect on Bones more going down the stretch, even though he's a better puncher.
Well, you may be right, Emmanuel, but right now, unless something happens in the last half minute, we've got about an even fight.
Well, actually, to some degree, Bones may be winning the fight. I'm just looking down the stretch. But if he can hold up and maintain,
I think it's impossible to know who's winning the fight. You'd have to see the next 6 rounds. Further mysteries are going to unfold. You've already seen a counterpunch from a puncher, not all that ineffectively either.
Whack and crack.
Both fighters have had their moments through the first 6 rounds, and Emmanuel Stewart is standing and applauding for a professional effort by 2 terrific fighters.
Better work, better work. Run the shots. Step around him. We work on back paddle now. Back paddle. Don't pull out there, okay? Keep yourself low and back paddle when you hit these ropes, man. Okay? Everything will go right over your back.
Okay? He don't have no legs anymore, sir. And he's throwing those punches, he's throwing them real slow. Can you counter him? You did a beautiful counter right over here. He threw a shot at you and you hit him with 3 more back. And that's what I'm needing from you, okay? Watch.
I hit you, you hit me. The crowd roars. Let's do it again.
All right, seconds out.
Halfway through
Work the water.
a scheduled 12 rounds. Harold, how do you have it through 6?
Okay, Jim, 3 rounds apiece, 57-57. Jim, I gotta tell you, the last 2 rounds, I thought Bones Adams just won. I'm usually kind of judge that I'll score every time for the effective aggressor. Certainly, Paulie Ayala is the effective aggressor, but Bones Adams is the harder puncher, and he's just too often nailed Ayala as Ayala comes in. One of the big questions in this fight is, in round 2, Paulie Ayala hurt Bones Adams seriously, and it certainly could have been a 10-8 round. I called it 10-9 because Bones punched back, but I wouldn't argue with a judge that gave Ayala 10-8 in round 2. So 57-57, all even.
With the heads.
I think Joe Cortez is doing a good job because even though it appears like maybe Adams is landing low blows because of the cuts being so high in the band, he has not caught any low blows. He's let him fight. He hasn't interfered with anything, and that comes from experience.
Well, and you got a southpaw against a conventional fighter. They haven't been tangled up all that much. There's only been 1 serious brush of the heads, and that didn't result in any damage. So far, a very clean fight in circumstances that don't always dictate that.
Very clean fight, very exciting fight.
All of a sudden, Adams is moving forward.
Big left hand inside by Ayala.
And Ayala's getting cracked. Some stiff punches as he walks in.
Keep those punches up. Keep him up, you understand? Keep him up.
First warning for low blows. Had to be coming sooner or later. Both fighters have wandered south a little, but Ayala has done so far more than has Bones Adams. Straight right hand again, right through the middle of the guard.
You can really see the difference in the strength and the weight at this stage. Ayala is still a bantamweight.
And still, Ayala has to stalk the bigger man. That's his style.
He's not punching with the power, but he's busy enough to make it very interesting.
Hard shot to the body by Adams.
The tide seems to be swinging toward Adams.
Bigger man, bigger punch. Paulie Ayala trying to respond to his corner's request for more counters. Let Bones lead and counter him. But Bones is leading hard.
Bones is
leading well.
A lot of power.
Like you boxing, you can speed. Don't wait so long sometime, okay?
Don't give me no time to him. See, you giving too much time.
That's right. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go ahead and get this now, man. It's in our hands to get it. Hand speed. You slowed down tremendously, man. I'd rather you bring that hook to the head and to the body, okay? Okay, and just get up under. Don't pull back. Everything gonna go over. You're tired now.
Keeping it this time, okay? Don't loop it, please. And another thing he's doing to you, remember on those tapes that we studied, how he's throwing that overhand right? So be aware of that, okay? When he squats down, you know that the overhand right is coming, okay? We already worked on that. So as soon as he...
Ayala was warned for a low blow. A point taken away for a foul could be decisive in this kind of fight.
Sure could.
Yes, it could be.
Well said. Punches in round 7 for the first time. Ayala's punch count begins to drop. He was down to 58 in that round. Bones threw 73. Bones landing twice as many. 20-11 for Ayala. And you see on Harold Letterman's card, Adams wins the round and goes ahead for the first time in the fight.
I believe that Bones Adams is punching with so much power and authority that Ayala hasn't experienced that in the past, and as a result, he's seemingly keeping his hands so close, really trying to protect himself, and as a result, he's nowhere near as busy as he's been in most of his fights in terms of his output. He's really trying to keep his hands close to keep from getting caught with those body shots that he's been getting.
And that, in turn, gives Adams more chances to pick his shots.
Oh, yes. And
and you heard Ayala's corner tell him, look to counter. Well, that's not his game any more than we thought Adams' game was to lead.
Adams is doing exactly as he said he would do. He's become a power puncher tonight and taking advantage of this weight advantage that he has, and seemingly slowed down Paulie Ayala.
Ayala's crowd from Fort Worth, Texas, chanting Paulie, Paulie, Paulie. Sharp right hand over the top by Ayala. Adams fighting with closing eyes, but fighting resolutely and by far the more effective over the course of the last couple of rounds. Now in the 8th round, it is Adams who seems to begin to slow down a little bit, and Ayala picks up the pace.
But Adams is still punching with a lot of power still.
Big left hand by Adams.
The average fighter would have went down from that left hook.
Bones Adams is blocking most of those shots inside, but his output has gone down in this round.
Ayala trying to flurry to finish the round. A tough round to score.
Tough round to score.
gonna be the key to our action. Come on, baby. The only reason you're missing it, you're not moving your feet on the punch, man. You got to move forward with your feet. You're leaving it behind. You would hit him with that right hand, that left hook will be a lot more. Bring your feet up.
Breathe it. Breathe it.
Bring your feet up, man. Come on, this is your show, man.
The trainer whose voice we're listening to in Bones Adams' corner is a guy named Keith Jackson. I haven't seen him before. Doing a nice job with Bones tonight.
Yeah, he and Miguel Diaz both are working duty.
Come on, this is your show now. Let's go.
Miguel Diaz is one of the better tournament in the entire sport.
Very, very good
Keep
man.
working that jab like you're working it.
He's pushing Paulie down a lot.
I think this is a new experience for Ayala also. I don't think he's ever been with this type of punching power.
Real good, man. Look, don't stop on one punch, okay?
Henry Mendes and Paul Reyes
we worked on all those combinations.
have been talking to Paulie Ayala for close to 20 years.